Hello. Now I'm going to be showing you how to create a trend line for your plot that we plotted last video using the Antoine equation. So to start out, we're going to need to import a few more things. So let's import jax.mp. That's going to let us do some of these calculations later. It's gonna let us with the square error and doing sums and things like that. And we're also gonna want, since we're minimizing, we want to do import the minimize we're gonna import the minimize there so we can minimize our equation. So what basically is what we're going to be doing is we're going to write an equation that's going to make a line, and then it's going to test how far each one of these points are from the line, and it's going to add up all their distances that they are from the line, and it's going to keep minimizing that until it's at its smallest point, and then it's going to graph that line. So that's what we're doing. And we're using the Antoine equation to do that, so we're going to just define that. So we're going to need the variables a, b, c, and t. And then it's going to return a minus b, t plus c. And that's just the Antoine equation, is what we did right there. Now we're going to need to make some initial guess for the equation that it can start out on to minimize. So initial guess for a, b, and c. For these guess, they obviously don't have to be exact or guess, but they have to be somewhat close. And then we're going to make them floating. Why does it keep doing that? With the decimal right there. So I made my A guess 10. My B guess is going to be 2000. And C guess is going to be 0. So now that we have our initial guesses, we are going to want to put them in a matrices that we can use. So let's call it x0, and it'll be A guess, B guess, and C guess. Alright, now that we have those, we want to do the square error. So we want to, now we're going to be finding, we're going to be writing the equation to find the difference in these lines. So it's going to take each one of these points, and then we're going to have the line, and it's going to be that minus the model point on the line, and then we're going to square it because we don't want negative numbers. And then the next thing we're going to do is add all those up and keep minimizing them until we find a line that will fit the best, until we find the smallest one. So we're going to define the square square, we want x, t, and our log p. And then this is going to be the equation for the model line that we're going to use. So it's going to be model 0 x 1. So I am just plugging in so I'm just using this, and I'm plugging in x0, which is changed to a guess into the a spot. So that's going to be 10, 2000, 0, and then like T, which is the temperature. And then to find the, and then we want to find the air of that. So that is going to be the Jackson Dumpy sum, and then we're going to do the model minus the actual, and then we want to square that so we don't have any negative numbers, and then we want to return our error. And then once we return our error, we're going to want to minimize that. So the minimize is going to equal minimize square error x0 equals x0. And then our arguments are going to be temperature and log p. And then we want it to be the total is going to be 1e. Alright. Now that we've minimized it, we want to we're gonna want to add it onto our graph. So we need to find the x coordinates. So to do that, we'll do t model. That's going to equal t 0 t -1 and 100. Alright, now we want to add our model onto our plot. So we'll do figure dot add scatter. Our x is going to be the t model. Our y is going to be model x model. I could use that still. That doesn't matter. And then we will name it our trend line. Close the parentheses and then figure dot show. Now we shift enter. Oh, what happened? What I do? Oh, I spelled that wrong. Alright. Another one. Positional argument follows keyword argument. Oh, I forgot my equal. Oh, more. Index 3 is out of bounds of 0, so it says 3. That should be a 2. Okay. Whole bunch of typos. That's why typically you would check. Alright, so after all those typos are gone, shift enter then, and we get our trend line. So thank you for watching.